Hi, welcome to Charts Chatter with Chatur Charts, the 27th May 2022 edition. And what a stellar day that it has been today. Nifty galloped a mighty 182 points to close at 16,352, and Bank Nifty galloped about 518 points to touch 35,613. So our prediction that Bank Nifty is just about to touch 36,000 is coming very, very close. And also our prediction that Nifty might start its journey towards the 16,400 levels, so then proceed to 16,600 levels, is also making progress. But everything is not a given in markets, and one has to really keep validating the finding from time to time and make sure whether that journey that we had thought that the indices will go is going to happen or not. So let's find out as to what the indices are doing. Well, this is the Nifty chart, and in yesterday's video, I had brought out a symmetrical pattern that had got formed outside of the falling channel. Now, incidentally, with yesterday's breakout, the inverted head and shoulder pattern has also kind of succeeded in a breakout. So now we have three situations. We have the indices breaking out of the falling channel. We have a symmetrical pattern, and then we have an inverted head and shoulder pattern. So all three of them are formidable bullish patterns, and subject to the Fibonacci levels being tested and the oscillators respected, Nifty's upward journey might have just started. But Nifty has a long, long way to go, primarily because there is a huge gap that has got created when Nifty fell from 16,800 to 16,400 and then from 400 to 15,800 levels. There are several islands that have got created. So this will have to be filled in, as we have spoken before. And eventual target for Nifty now appears to be in the 16,600 plus to 16,700 range. So Nifty still has another 350 odd points to cover to reach around 16,700. It's not going to be a very easy journey though, because there are a lot of resistance points in between, and all the other supporting indices will also have to help Nifty in its attempt to move ahead. So let's see what Bank Nifty is doing now. Bank Nifty, as expected, the journey to 36,000 is just on the cards. It's just 500 points away. With yesterday's 500-point rally, we have achieved the second target that we had set for Bank Nifty. So for Bank Nifty, we first started with 33,800. We then put it to 34,200, then to 35,000, then to 36,000. So one by one, all these targets are being met. The gap, as you see, has got completely filled up in Bank Nifty. And the inverted head and shoulder pattern breakout that you see here has a potential of about 1,600 points for Bank Nifty. So if we were to take this 1,600 points and place it at the breakout point, then the eventual target for Bank Nifty comes down to 36,500. So which is what we had kind of anticipated. Interestingly, Bank Nifty has captured the 34 EMA, which is a very, very powerful moving average. And yesterday's close, the 34 EMA for Bank Nifty happens to be 35,095 from where it closed the day before yesterday. But yesterday's close has put it at 35,613. So which is about a good 600, 500 points above the 34 EMA. And the Bank Nifty is at exactly at a point to capture the 50-day moving average at 35,700. So once the 50-day moving average is captured, probably it will try to move ahead and try to attempt and capture the 100-day moving average. So things sound quite strong for Bank Nifty. Now, yesterday market also cheered a couple of news flows. So one news flow that Nifty Bank Nifty and all the indices cheered was the US numbers that came out with respect to inflation. Early morning on Friday, our time, we had the US publish its inflation numbers, etc., and they reported a lower than expected inflation. So that brought in a lot of cheer for equity markets worldwide, and that was one reason why there was brisk buying in Nifty. And despite Thursday's short covering, yesterday fresh buying seemed to have come in. The other good news was our own RBI governor also announcing that besides interest rate hikes, there were several other avenues to get inflation cool off. So that also kind of appeared to have been soothing the nerves of our equity markets. And as a result, we had a rally yesterday. So the prospects seem good, but there will be issues and news flows that will keep coming up. So we will have to really wait and watch. It's a very, very bullish setup, and subject to news flow not being negative, I think both Nifty and Bank Nifty are eventually moving up to their determined targets. We also examined Nifty IT and stressed the importance of Nifty IT also participating in the journey. Yesterday, Nifty IT was up about 680 odd points, which is very encouraging. Interestingly, Nifty IT has just about closed below the falling channel. Number one, it has to move out of the channel for it to gain strength. Number two, it has to recapture the 29,000 levels and close above it on the day close basis. And then the capturing 30,000 level at a minimum becomes important for the IT stocks to gather steam. Now, besides the Morgan Stanley downgrades last week, we had Nomura also coming in and doing their bit to dampen the spirits of IT stocks. And they also recommended a sell on a dozen odd IT stocks. And that led to the selling that you saw on Wednesday. But Thursday and Friday were two consecutive days where basically the IT stocks were flattened to pulp. And this marketmen saw as a good opportunity to start nibbling into the stock. So right now, it's only nibbling that's happening. It's truly not any major strength. The only solace and consolation is that the histogram, MACD histogram, is now very close to the zero line. Though the histogram, the MACD has not yet turned positive. The stochastic is strong, has given a buy signal. The RSI is also strong. So these are consolation points for us to start looking into IT stocks, but they may not be solid buys at this point in time. Not everything is clear, but with very, very strict stop losses and very, very tight sizing positions, I think one should really look at IT stocks, because if Nifty is destined to go and test 16,600 levels again, Nifty IT has to participate, because that has been the sole reason why Nifty 50 has fallen, has lost about 1,200 points from the high. So Nifty IT's fall has actually contributed to Nifty's fall of about 1,200 points. So unless Nifty IT participates, a move to 16,600, etc., looks very, very low. So we will have to look at various other sectors, which I will start covering in the videos starting Monday next week. So until then, all of you have a very nice weekend, and trust you found this video useful. And if you did like this video, please press the like button. Please subscribe to the channel and also share it amongst the trading community, so that everyone kind of benefits from these videos. And if you do want me to cover anything specific, do let me know, and I'll be happy to do that. All of you have a great weekend ahead. Bye-bye.